Hello everyone. This is Yogi here. And good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you. And yes, what time is it now? It's 10, half past 10 in the UK time. Yes, Mondays we start a little bit later because I have a class in the evening that I teach. So, but it's never too late for a spot of stitching. I hope the guys in Europe can also catch up with this one. And have you noticed? Have you noticed the title of the stream? Yes. If you haven't been following the stream yesterday, well, during the stream, we decided to make Mondays Ciro, Marchetti, SAL together. And if you don't know who the artist is, you're in for a treat. And we can finally start the SAL because I finally learned how to pronounce the artist's name. All the various versions that I came up with, and none of them were totally correct. And now I know how to pronounce the gentleman's name. We can finally start the song. It makes perfect sense, or it would have been a little bit rude. So it's Ciro Marchetti, okay, the name of the artist. And if you're wondering what this piece looks like, I will show you too right now. So this is a piece called The Quoting Room from, I think it's a full name, it's called Quoting Room. Oh, Patchwork Quote Room. I've got a lot of pieces with Quoting Room, Sewing Room, Craft Room. Yes, it's Patchwork Quoting Room. And as it says on the tin, there's a lot of patchwork sort of fabric happening there. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's a room to die for if you love your craft and stitching. And you've got a beautiful view from the outside, beautiful bouquets, pink flowers, red flowers hang alongside the window, and just beautiful things. And there's a little cat. There's always a little cat. It's a highlight of every single piece. So today, this is the work I'm going to work on. And if you have any work from Ciro, I need to practice Ciro Marchetti, okay? I know what I'm doing. And stitch along, or just bring any beautiful piece that you're working on. But next week, make sure you have a piece from Ciro Marchetti and stitch along with me, okay? So let me just show you what's happening with this piece so far with me. So let me just show you my pattern keeper, which I'm going to track today's progress. I haven't got a chance to transfer this pattern to my saga yet, so I'm sticking with pattern keeper. It would do just fine, for this piece. So let me just show you. Let's look at some numbers here. Just look at this. Look at this. Can you see it? 19.97. I think last session I was so close, but I didn't make it. Tonight, maybe, just maybe, I'm going to cross over to 20%. And this could be one of maybe the most advanced piece as far as percentage goes. But of course, this is a mini. It's a mini version. But there's nothing mini about it. There's about 9 pages worth of stitching going on there. And I've been going kind of diagonally with using various methods. And I'll talk a little bit about how I'm going to stitch it today. And of course, I'm starting from 0 stitches. And this is important because by the end of every stream, for a little while now, we played a game called Guess My Stitches. This is official name, okay? You get to guess how many stitches I have done within the live stream. So the winner, the prizes will be respect from everyone. Oh, I know. And some sort of delicious emojis buffet there. With delicious items. So it's a prize worth winning. So here we go. And before I start, of course, I'm going to look to the chat and see who we've got today. Sarah! Sarah says, I'm back. I was out of town all weekend for grandson's birthday. My goodness. I was wondering what happened to our Sarah princess there. Welcome back. I mean, it's great to see grandsons, grandchildren, but it's best to come back to your little nook, stitching nook, right? Welcome back. And Janelle is here as well. Australia's is waking up. The stream is a little bit later today, but maybe just working out better for the guys in Australia. So Janelle, welcome. And Travis is here. Hello, Travis. Wonderful to have you here. And oh, Travis says it's coming along nicely. I think he's talking about his work. And oh, your migraine hopefully is much better. It will get better, trust me, with yogi. And listen to me, and I will send you healing yogi power. You'll be so much better in no time. And Merlin is here. Welcome back, Merlin. And who else have we got here? Betty Lou Taylor. Hello, Betty. Welcome back. And let's scroll back down here. Heather House is here. She says, hello, everyone. Happy Monday. It's a great day for stitching. Every day is great for stitching. Welcome back, Heather. And let's see. Susan Chamberlain is here as well. Susan, welcome back. And Laura is here as well. Laura, hello. Sarah VM, 2 Sarahs today, double Sarah today, everyone. And Betty, 2 Bettys as well. Betty Hankins is here as well. Welcome. And Rose and Angela. Hello, Angela. And Wendy as well. Oh, wonderful. Great to have you guys here. So, this piece, my plan, has been changing throughout the last few sessions. Quite a lot of confettis here. So I've been trying to come up with a sort of stitching method that's going to help me to get through this bit happily. You know, I don't want to get frustrated and going, oh, I wish this part would end soon. No, I want to enjoy every stitch. So today, last few sessions, I've been sort of focusing this area, almost going cross-country, mini cross-country, right? And today I'm actually looking for a little bit more structure here. I am going to park, okay? And I'm going to come back to this session, which I think I was trying to avoid last session. It's a little bit confetti, beautiful color transitions, but a little bit confetti. But I'm ready today. I'm in that kind of the mood. I want to tackle it kind of stitch by stitch. So I think instead of color completion of a certain area, I'm going to go for cross country. Okay, I'm still cross country, but I'm going to park. So it's a little bit, I'm going to focus maybe this panel here and maybe over here as well. I think when it comes to confetti, cross country might be a little bit better. If you do it square by square, block by block, you're kind of starting and stopping quite a lot. One stitch here, one stitch there. So I am going to just work through these part threads, just focusing on, you know, these 2 panels overall. And cross country, color complete the area, but cross country out if there are stitches out there, and then park whenever I feel it's a right spot to park. How's that? So it's a kind of a mixed bag of different methods, but I think in my head, that's what I'm sort of craving to do right now. So let me zoom in a little bit more here so you can see it nice and clear. And we're streaming in 4K, okay? So if you have big TV, or if you're lucky enough to be in front of your home computer, then turn on the 4K if it's not on already. So with that, I am so ready for a spot of stitching. Oh, Joyce is here. I was so worried that Joyce might not be able to join. First Marchetti stitch along. I know it's a little bit late, particularly for Joyce. Joyce is 1 hour ahead of me, so it's 11 something ish. Forget about the numbers. Numbers are just numbers. Time is a construct, okay? There's no time, no space. There's only this little pocket of whatever you call it here, little stitching nook for you and me, and let's stitch together. Yes, so let me pick my first right here. So I'm going to work from bottom up. Okay, so that's a pretty nice way of working, clearing out the part thread. So I'm going to just focus on this area. So pretty though. Just look at the color combination. It's like stitching rainbows, stitching rainbows. So I had a really lovely class today, and there's one regular girl there, really young, maybe early 20s, and she's been coming to my class on Monday religiously, probably over a year now. And she just came to me at the end of the class saying that I hope I can make it next week. But next week could be my last week because I'm moving. And the reason she's moving, not to run away from yogi, is to study in Edinburgh. I think she's doing a master degree in Edinburgh University or something like that. And she's going to be moving away from London. A little bit saddened because she's been there every single week, every single week, rise or shine, rain or shine. and she's gonna be, because the study, she's going to move away from London. So it will be very sad to see her go. Hopefully she can still make it next week so I can see her one more time. 996. And she was telling me how much she enjoyed the class. She's looking forward to it every single week. And I know it's true because she's been coming every single week. So this is just one stitch. There you go. Talking about confetti there. 996. I'm going to pop this needle back. And I've got my needle board on the right here. This is, by the way, this is a 25 count, even weave. And I'm stitching 1/1 full cross, okay, with DMC floss. And let me know what you're working on today. Whether you're working on Marchetti's work or not, let me know. And what you're drinking. I've got a nice hot cup of coffee. When I come back from work, I like to make a coffee. Doesn't matter what time it is. I don't care. Give me a cup of coffee. And also I've got a freshly brewed peppermint tea as well. So let me have a little sip of the coffee. So good. So good. And let's have a look. And Rose is here. Have I said hello to Rose? Rose, hello, welcome. And Jackie Turner as well. Hello, Jackie. And Lupus Solis. Hello. It's nice to see some new names as well joining the chat. Lurkers unlurking themselves made me very happy. Or maybe you just found the channel through the magic of YouTube algorithm. Who knows? Who knows who we're going to have tonight, or wherever you are, whatever time it is, in our chat. Every day is a surprise. We never know what we're going to be talking about. Each stream, there's no script, no plan. We go with the flow. That's how we roll here. These colors are so pretty. And it's quite refreshing to use Pattern Keeper after using, Saga every day, pretty much for the last week or so. It's part of my plan to maybe import all the patterns over to Saga and see how I fare with Saga. I want to see at what point I'll be running back to Pattern Keeper. So they're both great apps. This one here, let me have a quick look. Yeah, see if there are any surrounding stitches of this color. No. Oh, this color is so pretty. I've definitely chosen the right spot here. just in the right mood for these colorful little studs that I'm planting on the fabric. So this one is 992, 992. I'm going to pop it back. Becky Snook is here as well. Becky, welcome. And Suzanne Chamberlain says, not stitching, thread sorting, drinking coffee. That's very relaxing as well. And it has to be done, doesn't it? Yesterday, I spent a little bit time before bedtime sorting out my CXC master set. Is getting out of control. It's like someone hasn't got a haircut for about 5 years. It's a mess. So I'm glad I've got it in a slightly better order. Has to be done from time to time. And Crystal White, hello, Crystal. Oh, Midnight Secrets. I presume that is the name of the piece they're working on. Not that you are telling us any secret. And it's midnight over there. We won't tell whatever secret you have. We won't tell. It's between you and the chat and me. So, oh, let me see, double check this color here. I think I may have part this one in the wrong spot. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Oh, already, hang on. That's okay. Similar in color. No one will know. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's supposed to be 6 stitches. Okay. So I should have checked. I'm warming up, guys. I'm warming up. But the colors are so similar. You really won't be able to tell. See, these colors are not slightly deeper. Really can't tell the difference overall. So I'm cheating, okay? Already within 5 minutes, Yogi is cheating. But I'm sure you're used to it. Right, so I am going to part this thread here. Let's see, which one was this? There you go. I mean, Pattern Keeper is a little bit easier if you're doing a lot of color switches. You literally just tap the, symbol you want to switch to, and voila. Saga, you have to do a couple of things. I'm getting used to it, but I'll see how it goes. 992, 992. Let's have a look. My fox is here to keep me company. The color scheme really matches. And, oh, Michelle Fuller is here as well. Hello, everyone. And Crystal says, I'm new to cross-stitch. Crystal, you know what? You're in the right spot. And we stitch together. There are new stitchers and people have been stitching for decades. So everybody's here. We stitch together and we learn from each other. So, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Sarah says, I don't have one of his chart yet, so I'm working on Monarch of the Glen and drinking cold coffee. Very nice. So is this hot coffee getting cold, or did you make it like iced coffee? I love cold coffee, just getting cold from a cup of hot coffee. For some reason, the taste kind of just intensified when it's cold. Not iced coffee. I don't drink iced coffee. So this one only has 1 stitch. In the spirit of confetti, 1 stitch. And once again, I smell really nice because on Monday evening class, we use essential oil. So I smell really lovely head to toe. Not that I smell bad normally, okay? Just want to clarify. I smell fine, all right? But particularly good today. There's some ylang ylang, it's a little bit of lavender, and all sorts of, you know, lovely, lovely blend of oil there. So this one is a pink, just double checking to make sure that I haven't picked the wrong thread. Joy says, I picked up one of my older whips, Oracle of Visions Party. Is that the one that you posted on Facebook? I've been so busy, I had a sort of a quick look, and I saw this piece. Took my breath away. It's like a lot of clown-looking people. I mean, it's kind of the designs I can never do because of the faces, but it looks beautiful. And Joy says, I put it on Saga and mark my progress and mark threads. Yes, it's a process you have to go through if you switch to Saga or, you know, to a new app. They don't convert with each other. They don't want to make it easy for us to switch at all. So you have to mark the completed area manually. But it's not too bad with Saga, you know, just use that box, just frame with wherever area. But it's tricky with loose stitches. If you do cross country, if you do it block by block, page by page, no problem. You can be done in no time. But if you do sort of, you know, cross country-ish method, then you have to find those stitches and mark them one by one. Oh, so this would be a good opportunity for me to decide whether I want to wander down. But because I've got some part threads here, so for now, I am going to just part down as well, rather than fighting with the part threads there. So it's a kind of a judgment call I will make as I move forward. See, I've already forgot how to mark path threads because I haven't used Pattern Keeper for a few days now. And oh, Crystal clarifies Midnight Secrets is the project I'm working on. Good, good. No dark secrets being shared here. Ashley Wilkinson, hello, hello. And welcome. And Crystal says, Midnight Secret is my first ever cross-stitch project and is full of coverage and it's from Haid. Midnight Secret sounds interesting. There's so many beautiful patterns. And I've learned, you know, so many new pieces and artists since I started this channel. And everybody's got so many different types of projects going on there. This one's one stitch wonder as well within this area. I could potentially part down, but it's too far. No, I am going to keep it tidy. I am going to end the thread here. And it's very easy for me to start and end thread because I've got my needle board by my side. So I keep my thread threaded and just dock this needle on the board and then just pick it up whenever I need it again. So 703 here. Let me have a sip of my tea, actually. Why not? Oh, lemon tea is so good. Life restoring. Life restoring. Here we go. Next, I'm gonna clear the path threads first and then move forward. Oh, Crystal says, I've been watching you, just haven't said anything. Yes, it's called lurker unlurking. It's a thing. Okay, Crystal, well done. I know a lot of people probably just prefer watching. And to be honest, if I go to a live stream, I'm probably one of the lurkers as well. Sometimes you're just listening and watching from time to time and do other things. You know, everybody's got different ways of enjoying the content, which is perfectly good. So I've got this long strip of dark color here happening. It's so lovely to stitch though. And this piece is probably one of the first, I say probably the first Haid pattern I got. And at that time I wasn't, I didn't have the courage to go for regular and definitely not supersize. So I thought, I'll just pick a mini. And I saw someone stitching this piece and I thought, what a pretty design. So I looked it up, got the pattern, and this is actually the second attempt. The first attempt, I didn't have proper floss. I had some random, Anchor floss and some unknown brand floss in my drawer. And I didn't really understand the DMC color charts either. So I basically just eyeball the colors and try to find closest ones and started stitching from the middle, I ask you, because I was always taught to start from the middle. So I did that. 14 counts and using random floss, eye matching colors. And it actually came out pretty nice. The piece, I still have the piece. And I probably can show you at some point. It actually didn't look half bad. But I was doing probably about half a page from the middle when I learned that you can actually start from upper left. And and I decided to start from the upper left as well on the same piece, hoping that I got the right spot on the right when the middle was half finished. Well, about half page finished. See how ruthless I was. I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't, but I know a little bit better. And then at some point, I kind of learned enough about full coverage. Then I thought, well, this is such a gorgeous piece. I need to kind of stitch it properly. So that was when I got 25 count fabric and DMC floss. And the rest is history. So I have fond memory about this piece. River says, oh, I think it's about something else. Sarah says it's iced coffee today, but I love brewed coffee that is cold as well. Oh, interesting. Grace is here. Hello. Says, hi Yogi and everyone. I'm working on this beautiful piece today too. This one, oh, that's so good. How nice to have someone working on the same piece as me. Always makes me happy. 1, 2, let me count properly. 3. I need to front this one. You didn't see this, okay? I didn't do this, just one stitch. No frog. It's an illusion. It's not a frog. It's a toad. Should be one stitch down. But at least I spotted it, you know. And Marsha is here as well. Hello, Marsha. Welcome. Marsha is in Australia as well. They're waking up. They're waking up. Susan says, I was looking at Ciro's design. There's some really weird ones. I know. This is weird because all the pieces I've got from Ciro, I have to get it right. I kept saying Cairo. Ciro's, Marchetti's work. I've got this piece, and I've got the kitchen, the old kitchen, and the old craft room, which I worked on yesterday. The other pieces, I had no idea because the style looks so different. I know Amy Stewart's got sort of various styles as well, but there's, there's something you can look into and go, oh, okay, that looks a little bit Amy. But Ciro's, Marchetti's work is so diverse. If you look at this piece and look at those ones, that's kind of fantasy themed. I think they're used for tarot cards and stuff like that. It's totally different. Not just the style, but subject matter as well. It's a lot more sort of, I don't know how to describe it, more tarot card-esque kind of pictures. A bit more sort of, I say more in the fantasy genre. And he's got so many different pieces. 1, 2 here as well. So I'm just stitching quite liberally. And maybe park if there's, a spot that makes sense, then I will park. It's called salad bag method. A bit of everything. Maybe I'll park down here. Why not? I can. And Frankie's here as well. Hello, Frankie. And Leslie Harris. Hello, Leslie. And Marsha says, lots of stitching this week, a week of rain ahead. Yes, and also in Australia, the temperature is actually, it's winter, really. So, raining and cold, but we will keep you company here, nice and warm here. It's always warm. And Yogi, live stream here. Always sunny. This is a lovely pink here. I'm feeling so lucky because I get to stitch with you every single day, and I get to teach yoga, which is what I love as well. I feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world. Belinda Lawrence, hello. She says, hello everyone from sunny, blazing hot. Where's that? Arizona. Where is that? Where's Arizona? Or is it Arizona? Autocorrection? Let me know. My geography is not good. Maybe some exotic location that I've never heard of. No surprises there. Welcome, Belinda. Joy says it's because he's an illustrator and has made several tarot decks. I've got the Oracle a vision deck. So his work is based on the tarot card design, is it? Oh, I know nothing about tarot card. All I know is someone says, you know, that there's a card called Death, and it's actually a good card. Because if you look at Death, you go, oh my goodness, some disaster is going to land. But in fact, I was told if you get the Death card, it's actually something to do with like new beginning or something. It doesn't mean literal death. It's the end of something. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but you know, that's what I was told. That's very interesting. Because if someone, you know, if I got this card, I'll probably be panicking. I'll go, oh dear. Such a pretty pink this. I am so happy with this area here. What was I afraid of? I shouldn't be afraid of it. It's so pretty. Oh, Belinda says Arizona. Phoenix. Exactly, yes. It sounds really hot. Arizona, like desert and stuff. Not that I know anything about Arizona. I think, you know, kind of mini cross country is a good way um to stitch confetti area. It's either this or the other extreme is row by row. So everything is nice and controlled. So you're not kind of overwhelmed. Let me see if I've got more stitches down here where I can park maybe. Okay, not till the next spot is kind of over there. I'm thinking whether I should park over there. It doesn't speak to me. It's not too bad because this area is relatively unstitched. I might be able to get away with it. I'm just trying to not have too much build up of the thread here. But for today, let's give it a go. Let me park here. Because ideally, I want to work downwards. But, you know, this is kind of transitional area here. So I'm going to park there and then come back to clear this thread here. Pick up the next one. River says, so is tarot card real or only real if you believe? Oh, who knows? I think if you, it's real if you believe, what? It probably applies to everything. Because your reality is what you think it is. Because who knows what reality is? So if you think it's real, it probably is. We have filters to look into, to read into things, isn't it? It's like religion as well, to a certain extent, is, you know, it's faith, but it's also a belief system. If you think it's there, it's there. Joy says, I hardly know anything about tarot. Just want to have the deck and explanation of the figures. So is the entire piece covers the entire deck? How? Because the deck is a lot, quite a few cards, isn't it? It's 52 normally. Normal cards. Fascinating. And it's interesting that he could produce, you know, themes, kind of express it through the tarot cards themselves, but also translate it onto a piece of work. You know what I mean? In a non-tarot card kind of way. And where does he get that from? Where does he get those images from? I wonder. From his mind. Right? And from here, do I want to park? No. It's too far away. I am going to end it here. Just find a stitch that's nearby. Marnie Dilik. Oh, I probably butchered that. She says, so sad I have to go to work now. Love watching you stitch as it's so calming. Oh, well, I have to watch the replay tonight and stitch along. Wow, have to go to work. What time zone is it? Is it you're not in Australia? I think in Australia, it's morning time. And it's Tuesday, isn't it? So it's work time, unfortunately. Have to work sometime. Yes, everything will be archived for you, ready for you when you come back from work and sit down and relax. You won't miss a thing, but it's great to have you in the chat. 3805. Let's have a look. 3805. There. And the next one is a beautiful purple. They're two purple colors, but they're very similar. But you can see one is slightly darker than the other. So the color transition is so subtle. And I hope, Marchetti is going to do more pieces like these, these ones. I love these rooms, just so beautiful. And the color scheme is just so rich. It's got that tarot card quality to it, particularly the piece I stitched yesterday, the quote room, the craft room. But, sometimes as an artist, you transition into a slightly different style and subject matter. You evolve. Just as we evolve as a human being. Marsha asked, Yogi, where does one get needle board? I think that's a great idea. I make it myself, so I can quickly show you. Let me show you the small one. Okay, so I'm using the large one for the DMC. I've got the entire set of DMC, spaces allocated. So let me just zoom out a little bit. So there's a video in a videos section. I kind of cut off one bit when I kind of demonstrate. Hang on. Let me do this. So it looks something like this. So this is actually an ironing board, an ironing board. You can get quite easily from somewhere like Amazon. So they come in different sizes. So it's up to you. And all I'm doing is, stick a strip of paper and they're multiple strips, and they're numbered based on, you know, either project based. Normally I do a master set, and you know, and dot my needles. So I don't know whether you can see, this is 23 here. So it's threaded, and then when I'm done, I just put it back. So, you know, nothing's wasted, and it's very easy to just dock. And then when you need it next, you just pick it up, thread it already. So that's it. So it's very, very, very easy to make. And the glue I use is fabric glue. So you can get it very easily online, and it sticks there. You know, this one I've been using for over 2 years. The papers don't go anywhere. It's very secure. So there you go. That's my needle system. That's it. Easy peasy. So, and it makes it easier when you need to switch colors and needles a lot. I mean, I don't mind threading, but it just makes, you know, life a little bit easier. Joy says, with the tarot session, you can pick 3 random cards from the deck. They represent past, they represent past, present, and future. The meaning of the cards were quite accurate. It's a bit of what just make of it, like a horoscope. Yes, I think if you believe in certain things, then you read, you know, read into it accordingly. And oh, I didn't know. There's 3 cards, and they represent past, present, and future. That makes sense. I've never had a tarot card reading. One, two here. Jackie says, they sell wool ironing pads in quote shops. Yes, you can get them everywhere, and they're different sizes. So all you need to check is, you know, are you doing a master set, or is it for specific projects? I think it makes sense to do a whole set, right? So I've got, you know, make sure I have enough space for all numbers. And that's it. And in terms of positioning, I use a really simple desktop easel, and just to prop the board, you know, diagonally, so it's easy to access. And that's it. There. Yes, Masha, it's very efficient. Once you start using it, it really makes sense. Because there well, I've got the CXC currently. I actually park my needles similar way, but on my organizer, you know, where I have sort of felt area. Quite a lot of you are doing so as well, by sticking a piece of felt on top of quite a regular thread cards and bind everything together. So this is my DMC. So normally with single strand, I part the needles on my needle board there, but these are the ones that I actually work with DMC threads, but 2 strands. So I can either part the needles, but it uses up even more needles. So I've decided for 2 strands, I just thread my thread through the felt and keep it there based on the numbers. So, you know, kind of similar without a needle. So if you don't want to have tons and tons of needles being docked, then you can just thread the needles through the felt and just part the thread there. And you can also keep the needle there as well, so the option is yours. So pretty, this. You're welcome, Marsha. And Jackie says, I was thinking you could wrap felt around a styrofoam board to make it a little less expensive. I suppose it will work as well, as long as it's, you know, you have enough space to dock all your needles. So I think the great thing about the board, and they're quite cheap to get actually, they're not that expensive, and you have that, you know, nice open area. You're able to do whatever you want. But similar concept, all we're trying to do is to create a space we can and dock on needles, really. And one more at the bottom here. This is like stitching with candy floss. So pretty. Night Joyce. Joyce says, good time. Have had a good time with this project. Maybe I'll make tomorrow Child Tuesday. Yes, you're free to do so when it's not too hot to stitch. Really? At this time, it's still hot. Gee. Yes. And have a lovely rest, Joyce. And night. Dream about tarot cards and the meaning of the cards. And I'll see you tomorrow. It is a little bit late where Joyce is 1 hour ahead of me. And I'm already, you know, 11:30. So well done, Joyce. And River says, don't the threads get in the way from all the dark needles when you're trying to pick it up? Well, actually, no. I think it looks chaotic. Let me show you one more time. It looks chaotic, but all the needles are dark precisely above the number, right? So even though there's quite a lot going on there, so let's say if I want to pick 88 and it's kind of covered by all sorts of threads and everything, all I have to do is go straight to 88 without disturbing anything. This is the key. Try not to tidy it up. There's no point doing that. Just allow the thread to land where they are. It's quite loose, they're not tangled up at all. And all I have to do is just, slightly move the other threads away, pick up 88, and I'm good to go. Just pull gently, nothing is going to get tangled. It's right here. So, the key is not trying to organize it in any shape or form. The best policy, the easier way of doing it, just dark it lightly and put, go straight to the needle and just pick it up. That's it. No problem. All right. Big Camry, hello. Welcome. And she says, hello, how about about to start my first full coverage cross-stitch project. Big Camry, really? And she says, I'm not sure of what method to use. Any suggestion? Which piece are you working on, my darling? How wonderful. Big Camry has finally entered the full cross sphere, the trap. You will never get out. That's it. You're in. Yeah, tell us which piece are you working on? How exciting. And then maybe the chat can come up with suggestions. There. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm so happy. Oh, just what I need. The burst of rainbow color. Beautiful. And the great thing is now the last color here within the area is all filled in by this beautiful purple as well. Lovely jubbly. It'll be super easy. Sarah says, I would go with a method that stays close together to begin with. Very good suggestion. And how big is the piece, Big Camry? We want specs. So that may vary, in terms of your approach. And you need to pick where to start as well. Oh, how exciting. Decisions. Sarah says, cross country may be a bit overwhelming at first. Very true. Very true. I think Big Camry has been doing more sort of sampler type of stuff, if I can remember. So remind us, what type of stitching you've been working on up to this point? Marsha agrees as well. That way, less mistakes. Very true. Big Camry says it's a Monet Japanese bridge. Oh, I remember you mentioned that. 14 count from Etsy. And how big is it though? Oh, see you later, River. Have a good day wherever you are. And whatever time it is. Always a good day. I think 14 count is a very good start for coverage. And I started with 14 count as well without even knowing the term of full coverage. I just got this kit from Amazon, which I'm still stitching, all those 14 count kits. And I think the first one I got was the wedding shop or wedding store. And I just knew that there were a lot of stitches everywhere. But I didn't know it was, kind of a genre on its own, full coverage. Miaolin says, for my first full coverage, I started on the top left and worked block by block in the diagonal. Yes, I think block by block is a pretty good option. But you do need to get your head around. I think for us, we know how it works. So it's kind of second nature. But I remember first learning the parking in any way, or doing block by block. I had to kind of pick up quite a few things before I try to get my head around. Took a little while, because with samplers, sampler type of pieces, you just don't work like that. You just follow the lines, big stitches, most of them. Travis says, my dad is a lifesaver. He just brought me coffee. How nice. That's a nice dad thing to do. And I hope your headache, your migraine, is a little bit better. And I think, deep breath helps with everything, because you send oxygen to the brain, to the body. It just makes everything relax a little bit more. So deep breathe in and out through the nose. A little bit of ujjayi helps. Oh, it's getting better. That's nice. That's nice. Rachel Morton has joined the chat. She says, good evening, everyone. After a long day of work and doing my exercise, shower, and dinner, I can finally stitch. Work on Birdhouse. And America sounds amazing. A nice workout, a hot shower, and some delicious dinner. And it's time to stitch. You've come to the right place, Rachel. I mean, when it comes to stitching, it's such a peaceful and kind of quite a personal space, isn't it? When you're stitching, you just being you. And outside of stitching, we have roles to play. Maybe we're mothers, or, someone at work. We have job roles. We are kind of playing a role. But when we're stitching, we are tuning into that kind of true self, the essence of ourselves, because we don't have to pretend to be anybody or do anything. And when you're being you, it feels good. It feels good. And it creates space for us to have the capacity to walk out of the stitching room, wherever it is, and to do what we have to do in life. It's a reset, isn't it? So when everything's done of the day, the chores, whatever it is, and you get to sit down, is the best moment. It's the best moment. Oh, lovely. I'm doing well today. Look at that. Oh. And I think I'm gonna work this one first. Pass threads first. Just clear it out of the way. I think I definitely picked the right method. This comfort, relatively confetti area here. And every day, there's always something slightly different you're craving for as far as stitching goes. Like yesterday, I worked on a lot of really rich and deep colors, and today, even though it's by the same artist, these colors are just joyous, just so wonderful. It's like stitching a wonderful dream. Marcia says it's such a simple pleasure to stitching. Yes, I know most of us probably have 100 whips going on there, but think about it. All you need is a project and a needle and some thread and a piece of fabric. You can be there for hours and hours and just lost in stitching. Simple thing to do. Move it over here. And might as well take it over to the left. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 3 up. And let's have a look. This is the last ones in the area. There's some more down here, but my thread is pretty short. So I think I am going to end this thread over here. So pretty. Let me have a look. I might come back to this area, maybe fill it up before I continue over here. I'll see if it makes sense. 6, 4, 7. 6, 4, 7. It's a grayish green here. I think the first few stitches of the day, it feels like the first coffee. You really get that buzz because you've been craving for it. And I might take the thread downwards and then come up. Let's see how it goes. Because normally if I was doing my blog, I kind of have to put a stop here. But now I'm allowing myself to kind of cross country if it makes sense. I'm going to maybe take it down a little bit before I go up. So I kind of take the thread away from this area before I go back up this area. Oh, there's a couple of about 3 stitches here. So I'm going around the circle here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hi Tracy, Dreamers is here. Hello Tracy, welcome. Let me know what you're stitching, if you're stitching. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Tracy says, we'll join the SAL when Michelle gets around to my order for the summer room in Max color. Oh, is the summer room the one with the doggy on the settee in the middle? It's from Marchetti as well, isn't it? It's a new piece. Wow, so you've ordered the Max color. So guys, take notes. A Max color of that piece might be coming anytime soon. And thank you for your service, Tracy. Someone has to do it. It might as well be you. Betty has ordered the traveling library for us. So it could drop anytime soon as well. Abundant of choices. Tracy says, in the meantime, I need a Sarah. I did a full strand in a wrong color on the quilt rim cat. Quilt rim, oh, the Wednesday piece. You did the wrong color. Did you make the cat pink, Tracy? Oh my God, I say, Tracy, my Siri has woken up. Oh no. Tracy,
okay.
Oh dear.
I found this on the web for Tracy. Oh my God, I said
Oh
Tracy.
my
My Siri
God,
has
stop
woken up.
it. Siri.
Check it out.
Siri, please stop. Go away, okay? I'm not talking to you. Oh, serious. Oh, no, don't say serious, because Siri is gonna think I'm saying Siri. Oh no, it's come up again. No S words, no S words. Dear, oh dear. Really? Yes, Tracy, Betty did the same for us. Oh, wonderful services you've provided. We're reaping the fruit of your labor. So you see the 3 over there. Do I have room to go anywhere else? Let's have a look. Tracy says regarding the wrong color, not that obvious, wrong gray, but wrong enough that I had to frog it. Ah, so you already at a cat area? Whoa, efficiency. I've reached the sewing machine because I had a middle start, so it wasn't too far to the sewing machine. It was quite a relief because it's got a nice have a bit of a darker colors to kind of, you know, throw in the mix. I love that piece though. So delicate. So from here, I'm going to park. Yes, why not? 1, 2, 3. 3, 2 from the bottom, 3, 4 here. Very nice. So Tracy started from the middle as well. So you, instead of going sideways to the right, you went diagonal. Wow. Oh, you had a cat start. So Tracy had a cat start. Our new method is on the textbook. Yes. The cat start method is if there's a cat on the design, you start from the cat. That's a new one we came up. And from here, let's have a look. Where shall I go next? Here. 3A, 4, 6. 3A, 4, 6. Got it right here. See how quick I can just pull up a threaded needle right here in 1 second. So this one, there's 1 stitch on the left here, single stitch. The other 2 stitches are over here. So normally you'll probably just take a thread over, but I don't want to do that. So I might do a yogi move. I think it's time that we do a yogi maneuver here. Live here on yogi live stream. Time for a backflip, okay? So I completed the first stitch here, really pretty. And in order to go over to the right without crossing over the stitch area, creating floating threads, I am going to move down here. Just pick a spot away from the stitch area. Maybe here is good. And I just do a tiny pin stitch. Just anchor the stitch. So the floating thread at the bottom will come around this area, this unstitched. And then I'm going to go back up to this area and make the remaining 2 stitches on this area, on this panel. And the floating thread that I've just created will be stitched down later on. Yogis move right here live on Yogi live stream. I landed safely, no injuries happen or needle injured or harmed in this exercise. And Tracy says, I circled it in Saga and started with the max colors in the selected area. Oh, with the max colors. So you start with the colors got most stitches. Whoa, very bold move, Tracy. Susan says, if you start from the cat, that's going to make the library of cats interesting. Yes, the rule for cat start is if there are multiple cats on the pattern, you start from them simultaneously. Okay, that's the rule. The library of cats, yes, I can't wait. And Tracy says, unfortunately, messed up with the second to highest color of the cat. Whoa, but that was a brave move, brave move. You're the pioneer here. Trailblazer for a cat method. Laura says, oh, Betty, I don't know which piece she's referring to. And Patricia is here. Hello, hello from Australia. Patricia, she says, hi everyone. Another good stitching morning indeed. It's morning, Tuesday morning in Australia as the country is waking up. And so is Patricia. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 2 here. Whoops. I missed one over here. Betty says, Betty Hankins says, I have the cat ABC chart. Oh dear. You're probably very busy if you're doing the cat method. And I think if there's a cat method, there's got to be a dog method as well. So similar rules apply. You start with all the dogs. Go. Let's see what happens. And I'm going to end this right here. It's beautiful, beautiful sky blue. Tracy says, all good now. We're doing the stitching now. So did you just frog the whole thing? You didn't restart the whole thing, did you? You just thought remove the wrong numbers and restitch. And to be honest, if it's black, you can just stitch over it. Depends on your fabric count. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go for this one. 827. 827. Easy peasy. Right, that's good. But you can always make your cat in different color, right? Are there pink cats out there? I don't know. Purple ones. you know, then it's unique to you. Everybody's got a black tuxedo cat. Tracy's got a pink one. Let's have a look here. I think I missed a little pink stitch over here. I can come back and fix it. And with this one, let's have a look. There's only one stitch below, so I'm going to go ahead and just stitch that. Just one stitch down here. And one stitch above. Good. I'll have a look. Maybe I'll take it to the right as well. Oh, I'm getting a little bit daring here. Rachel says, I'm working on Jeff Haney catnap. Catnap. Oh, the top left cat has a lot of purple in it. Purple cat. How nice. Catnap. So I presume there are multiple cats in the piece. One's a little bit purple. There you go, Tracy. It's okay to have cats in slightly different, unique color. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And Travis says I've got 2 cats in my piece. Are there only 2 cats, Pokemon cats in a piece? I would have imagined that there are probably quite a few. You know, kitty Pokemon. Kitty Pokemon. If you don't know, Travis is working on an epic piece of Pokemon pattern. Huge. Really big. There you go. Tracy says, if there were a stitch or two, I would have done the stitch over it. It was a whole thread. So OCD me decided to take it out. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. And it really depends. If you were stitching over lighter colors, you can probably get away with it a little bit more. But if it was the other way around, then you know it's much harder. But I get it. It's a new piece. You want everything to be perfect, right? At least in the beginning. Then we can cheat. And Melanie says, I just searched up the catnap piece. It's so beautiful. Oh wow. Who's the artist? Is it a Haid or someone else or something else? There's so many beautiful pieces. I can't keep up. One, two, three. I am going to take it upwards. 2 here. So I'm pretty much cross-countrying within this area quite liberally. Betty Lou Taylor says, oh, hi Yogi, your fox needle minder will work fabulous on the traveling library. Definitely, definitely. When I got this needle minder out, I was thinking about the piece as well. I said, well, the color scheme will be perfect, isn't it? And I'll probably need to find a book themed needle minder as well, so I can have the fox and the books. It'll be perfect. And I am going to take this one over here to the left. This unstitched area, so I don't mind. And from here, few more stitches on the left here. Perfect. Laura says random, but one of my actual cats knocked over my favorite coffee mugs and broke off the handle, waiting for my husband to make him fix it. You mean just now? Whoa, they do that, don't they? They like to use their little paws and just go, just let me see if I can tip this off the table. Just get some attention. They know they can get away with it, you know? With doggies, you probably discipline them in some way. But with cats, what are you going to do? You apologize to them, actually. Oh, little kitty, I'm so sorry. This mug is just happened to be here, be in your way. So it's not your fault. It's not you, it's me. That's how cats work. Last one of this one. This color. Beautiful. Tuck it in. Oh, I'm so enjoying it. It feels so good. There. So pretty. So pretty. Look at this. Oh, so there are only 2. I see. So there are more now regarding kitty Pokemons in the Pokemon Dex, whatever it's called, library. There are more now, but this version you're working on only 2. Meows. I love it. Meows in Persian. I love the names. Rachel says Catnap is by Jeff Hay. Let me see. Maybe you can just grab my phone and have a quick look. And if I find it, I show it to you. This is how we do it here. It's called... So it's a Hade. It's called Catnap. By Jeff Hain. me get the spelling correct. Haney, okay. Haney. Let's have a look. Oh, hang on a sec. Let me make sure I find the Heaven and Earth version. If you love cats, you know, brace yourself. Brace yourself. Let me show you what it looks like. There. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is what it looks like. Let me see if I can turn it sideways. There you go. It's a collection of cats being packed together. Just in case one, you know, is not enough. We have like a basket of them, an entire, you know. Oh my goodness. And look at this one, just yawning away as a cat treat. Oh my God, where do you start from this piece then? If you're using cat start method, you will probably have about 15 different spots you have to start simultaneously. Oh, maybe that's a challenge, right? There's a challenge. You know, get this piece, guys, and use the cat start method, which I recommend. Oh, there's a teddy bear here as well. Oh, that's so pretty. I've never seen this one before. Thanks for sharing that. I think some people have gone crazy at this point, just looking at that and go, oh, let me go and grab that pattern and do a cat start and see what happens. Susan says, Ebony's needle minder would be a bed. Yes, a bed with no legs. Okay, we don't want legs. You know, Susan, don't mention the L word to Ebony. She gets, you know, a bit nervous. Yes, a legless bed needle minder for Ebony for Christmas. Tracy says, I just got one that's a cat napping on bugs. It's the craft gremlin needle minder of the month. This month. Oh, needle minder. Yes, I need to look around. I need a few new supply, new additions to my needle minder collection. I haven't bought one for a little while. I have a look on Etsy. Tracy says my was just stealing peas off my plate. Cats stealing peas? Do they play with peas? They don't want to eat peas. If you offer them peas, they look at you like, are you sure? Do you know me? I'm a cat. And Tracy said the cat in the middle cracks me up. The eyes look so wild. I know, it's just such a beautiful collection of cats. And probably some of us own some of them. This facial expression. So familiar. For Teddy start, Susan. Oh, controversial. Teddy start. Yes. We're inventing new starting message. Live on Yogi live stream. That one is almost completed. I am so thrilled. Let me go for another color over here. 564. Oh, I love this color too. 564. We need a new thread here. 564. There it is. Very, very pretty. Oh, really? Tracy says regarding her cat stealing peas, she says she loves peas and yam. Wow. My cat, if you present anything that's plant-based, they'll look at you as if you have disowned them. No way. Very unique. And the cat, well, and she actually eats peas and yam as well. That's very unusual. Very unusual. Rachel says, my youngest cat who's getting ready to turn 1 this week. Oh, that's a baby cat. And she says enjoys blue, blueberry muffins. He has to come for some of my every time blueberry muffins. It's probably the dairy in the muffin. They are drawn to dairy products. Blueberry muffin. Oh, your kitty has fine taste. Very, very, how can I put it? Very on market. Sarah says, I have tried to give my cats bites of people food. They won't eat at all. Yes, my cat's definitely not interested in my food or my partner's. We're vegans. So there's no dairy, no meat, nothing. There's nothing for them. For them, what we're eating is like cardboard. They're looking at us and, oh, you poor human beings. You know, I'm only putting on with you because you give me cat food. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to, like, you know, endure the plant-based food you guys are eating. And it's probably a good thing because they don't come and beg for food. There's nothing they want here. Maybe some tofu. Maybe some cats will like some tofu. Or some lettuce, broccolis, you know, that kind of stuff. All the good stuff. Travis. Okay. True story or fiction, you decide. Travis says my cat will steal money. There. I'll leave it to you. Grace says, I don't think we see Dolly yet. Is she available? Yeah, she just came over. Today she's a bit more relaxed. She didn't kind of, you know, rub against my legs and go, hey, now, I need attention. But when I came in earlier on, I was a little bit nervous because I couldn't find her. So sometimes she goes out. She goes out a lot during the day. But in the evening, normally if I come in, she's there. And I was looking everywhere. And eventually she came in from the cat flap. And I don't know where she went. But I'm just glad she's all right. I get a little bit nervous, you know, if I don't see them for around the time that they're normally in. So, but I think it's because it's been quite warm, so she's extending the roaming hours a little bit longer till the evening sometimes. Laura says, regarding her cats, she says some lick off my plate, okay, depending on what's on the plate, and some like to rub on celery like catnip. Really? Celery? Has it got the same effect as catnip? And not all cats respond to catnip. Isn't it weird? Some cats don't. And I have like experience having cats, you know, different cats throughout my life. And some of them just, you know, like look at a catnip, it's like, what is that? It's a dry flakes, you know, of nothing. And some cats will roll around like they've lost their mind. It's so strange. Cats are weird. Let me see if I want to do this one here. Right, I am going to end this thread here. Five, 6, 4, 5, 6, 4. Travis, Travis is having a thief as a cat, as a pet. Travis says, she took $20 bill off the table. My mom thought it was us, but found it in her cat bed. Oh my God, your cat is trying to frame you. And so your mom thought you you took her money. Turned out to be the cat. But I think squirrels, they would sort of pick up, I'm trying to think, either wool or some like cotton bud. If some people leave sort of material for the squirrels to take back to make nest. I don't know if they will use dollar bills. I wonder. You probably need quite a lot. It's quite costly. 02. Oh, I rarely have 02. What is 02? Yes, we have 02. It's a light grey. It rarely makes appearance, but it is there. And also, I saw some discussion between in our Facebook group regarding the difference between 01 and 1. And I think according to my organizer here, because I did this quite a while ago, I must have tried to figure it out as well. 1 is white, but 01 is actually, there's a tint of grey, light grey here, if that makes sense. So 01 and 1 are not the same thing. So 1 is literally just white, I think. Heather says, my daughter's cat loves broccoli and gets angry if she doesn't get some. But, you know, on Instagram, have you seen, there are probably multiple accounts that do that. I think most of them probably from Japan. They have dogs eating cucumber and carrots, basically kind of crunchy vegetables, and dogs will eat, you know, anything, right? They're scavengers. And so it's so weird to just watch a clip of a film, just a dog eating a cucumber, making noises, you know, the crunchy noise only cucumbers can make. And yeah, there you go. I enjoy watching that. Eating cucumbers or carrots. Crunchy food. Plant-based crunchy food. Why is it enjoyable? I don't know. It's just therapeutic to watch that and listen to the sound. I am going to end this thread here, even though I have a couple more down here. I just don't fancy taking the thread down, and I can't really do the yogi's maneuver because, you know, all this area has been stitched already, so no room for yoga moves. So I'm going to end it and restart at the bottom. It makes me happier. Andrea is here. Hello, hello. Say hello to Andrea. And Travis says, Yogi, have you seen the videos of people putting cucumbers behind their cats? What? That is a slightly different kind of videos we're talking about. What do you mean behind their cats? Oh, I'm not sure if I want the explanation. Maybe Travis. I'll leave it as a mystery. Oh dear. The slightly different genre of videos we're talking about here. Are you sure you'll get a good laugh? Oh, the internet is a fascinating and unpredictable space. Andrea is saying those cucumbers are hilarious. What do you mean by behind their cats? What does that mean? What? I'm trying to visualize it. Maybe I shouldn't. Right, I'm gonna dot this one on my needleboard. Sarah VM says it scares the cats when they turn around. Why? So they just ambush the cats with a cucumber. What? And that's a thing? Dear, oh dear. Those poor cats scared by cucumbers. 0 calories though, close to none. Delicious, crunchy food. 3766. But I don't really enjoy videos when, you know, the people kind of tease their cats or dogs to make them do funny things. You know, it just seems very unnatural, and it's not very kind to animals. 3766. If something that just happens, you know, it's like cats stealing money, that's funny. But if you're trying to set up some sort of a situation for the cats to trip over or be scared, oh, I do not recommend that. 3766. Yogi does not approve. Okay, 3766. There. This color I approve. It's pretty. There you go. 3766. Let's have a look. Three, 7, 6, 6. So one stitch here. Then this block, this panel, this area is completed. Very nice. Just one stitch left. Andrea says, I'm sad I can't stitch baking wreaths, pieces, cookies for the kids. Well, that sounds like fun. Baking is fun. I love baking. But yes, once that's done, you can stitch. Or maybe, well, baking is all about waiting for the things to be baked, isn't it? So maybe in the meantime, you can make a few stitches. Baking's fun. And I wonder what wreaths, pieces, cookies is like. Just one stitch over here on the left. And I'm moving over to the right. There are a few more stitches here. So, let me see if there is any more. That's it. And I actually explored a little bit of sort of gluten-free baking there. Because I'm not really gluten sensitive, but I think I just feel better when I eat gluten-free, which is probably most of the time. And I tried gluten-free baking. It's hard. It's hard to make good bread that's gluten-free because you can't use wheat flour. And so you have to be creative. And let me just count here. 1, 2, and then another one. Okay, now we're talking. Travis says chocolate and peanut butter put together in a yummy treat. So that's Reese's Pieces cookies. Oh, interesting. Chocolate and peanut butter, yes, definitely work together. I have made sort of energy balls with peanut butter and some chocolate pieces in there and nuts, almond flour, that kind of thing. Very delicious, and it's raw as well. Very nice. No baking required. Just roll everything together. Andrea says similar to M&M cookies, but with Reese's chocolates. Oh, so Reese's is a brand of chocolate. I see. Now I get it. Well, that sounds like everybody's childhood dream, isn't it? Cookies with chocolate bits in there. And homemade. Goodness, how nice. 3766. 3766. Let me have a sip of my cold coffee. Oh, Wow, that bit is coming along really nicely. Just when I thought it was totally finished, there's one stitch and a couple of stitches here still to be done. Too soon. Let's have a look. 3, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7. Okay. Just few stitches down this way. Let's have a look. I wonder when this piece was done, even though we have artist name, but there's no sort of, time frame, because an artist could change so much in their style and their approach. It just seems that these pieces are probably slightly, maybe earlier work. I don't know. Because it's kind of different, in terms of the theme and the style from the tarot card pieces. Rachel says, I have to turn in. I have to get up very early for work tomorrow. See everyone later. Yes, definitely join us whenever you time, have a moment to relax. And also, the archive is always waiting for you right there, so you won't miss anything. So night to Rachel, and enjoy your work tomorrow. And then you can relax and come to stitch with us. So I am going to park it over, maybe over to the left here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 here. Chrissy's Hate Adventures. Hello everyone, hanging out in theatre till movie start at 7. Wow, Chrissy's actually physically going to cinema. You're rare, Chrissy. I can't remember the last time I did that. And presuming theatre as in movies, not plays. And she says, love your stitching. Thank you so much, Chrissy. Wow, what are you watching tonight? I haven't been to cinema for a long time. Long time. I can actually remember the film I watched. I saw last time I went to cinema, which was before COVID. Oh dear, that's a long time ago. It was this film with what's the lady's name? Scarlett Johansson. She plays a robot. Is it a robot or some sort of trying to remember. I can't even remember the name of the film. That's how long ago that was, and how unmemorable the film was. I remember going to the theatre and oh, I can't remember which piece that is. She plays something like it was set in, was it somewhere in Asia, maybe Hong Kong or something? I cannot remember. What a great film. I have no recollection of what it was. Must be a good one. Dear, oh dear. 946. Sarah, night night. Good night, Sarah. See you soon. Oh, Adria says Ghost in the Machine. I don't think so. That doesn't ring a bell. So before COVID, I'm trying to think. Maybe 90, not 92,000 and maybe 18 or 19, something like that. Or maybe even longer ago. Oh, it's fading. The memory's fading. I'm not sure if that movie is gonna go down the movie history as one of the greats. I doubt very much. It's got Scarlett Johansson. That's the only thing I remember, and sort of sci-fi theme. 946, 946. And then I have not stepped in a cinema since. Christy says, not sure. It's a mystery ticket. Wow. We don't know till it starts. Is it a play or is it movie? I didn't know there's such a thing as mystery ticket. So you have no idea what's going to be on. Whoa, I like the sound of that. Even though I'm going to be quite pissed off. It's a terrible production or movie. But I love live performances. You know, at one point I was going to theatre all the time. I love plays, not so much musicals, but small plays. I don't know about where you are, but over here there are a lot of pub theatres. There are pubs or bars, and they have a small theatre somewhere within, sometimes upstairs or basement. And you have small theatre groups. And just, actors, they get together and put a production together, and they normally just do a few nights. Oh, it's good fun. It's good fun. And you can sit because the venues tend to be very small. And I'm definitely one of those front seat person. I'm one of those people, if I'm going to watch anything live, I want to be in the front row or I don't go. If I can't get a ticket in the front, I'd rather not go. So Travis, I don't think it's a Ghost in the Shell. I thought Ghost in the Shell was anime. Is it anime? Sorry, I have a... The frog has visited my throat one more time. Dear, sorry about that. I'm not that familiar with anime, but I've heard of Ghost in a Shell. But I don't think that's in the film I watched. I saw. I think I will remember it when I hear the name. Okay, Chrissy says it's a movie, so she has no idea what she's about to watch. I hope it's a good one. It would be terrible to be stuck with a bad movie. Can you imagine? 2 hours. Oh, is there a movie version with Scarlett Johansson? I'm pretty sure it's not that one, but I remember it's a sci-fi theme, and maybe she had red hair. I really cannot remember. That's how good the movie was. I cannot remember a thing. Sarah says, putting my stitching down for the day. This 7 hours. What? 7 hours? Oh, well, I forgot. Sarah is a stitching athlete. She does marathon every day, 1,034 stitches. Round of applause for Sarah here. 7 hours. She's back in good form after holiday away, seeing the grandchildren. Well done, Sarah. Amazing. It's like nothing. I mean, Sarah will just do, a couple thousands before breakfast. She's in our alien club, If you're stitching that speed, you automatically go into our alien club. Commercials are starting now, Chrissy says. Enjoy, enjoy. Thank you for joining us, and come back and tell us about a movie you're about to see. Would love to know. Oh, yes, Travis, it's Lucy. It's Lucy. Yes, that's the one. I knew when I hear the name, I would remember. It is Lucy. And as the name suggests, there's really not much going on there. They're probably so glad I'm not a movie critic. I'll tank the film. Well, the fact I can't remember a thing other than the actress is probably a total sign of a forgettable movie. Susan says, bad movie, more popcorn. Well, yeah, just get good popcorn, At least you have something to keep you busy. Oh, there's one straight line down. I might as well just follow it. Follow the color and go straight down. Kelly's Quotes Plus is here in the chat. She says, hi everyone. I finally got my stranded client flights out New York. Took me 10 hours? You were at airport. Oh dear. Stranded for hours. Well, got my stranded client flights. Wow, well done. 10 hours of waiting or the flight? And congratulations, Kelly. Oh, I don't enjoy flying, I'm afraid. Try to avoid it as much as I can. I like airport. Airport is, exciting. I just don't enjoy the flying part of it. Kelly says, hubby is stuck in traffic, but when he gets home, I will have to leave. Wow. traffic and flight delays. And night night, Sarah. Have a lovely dream if you're going to bed. Oh no, hang on, Sarah. The day is still young over here, over where you are. Supper time, perhaps. Kept thinking everybody's sort of bedtime where they are. I see, Kelly. So Air Canada flight attendants on strike. Flight this morning got cancelled yesterday. Oh dear, I wonder why they're on strike. They don't like the uniform, or they just got sick of saying fish or chicken. You know, there's at some point you're gonna reach your limit and go, I am not putting up with that anymore. Sarah says it's only 7 p.m. That's what I thought. You're not going to bed just yet, are you? Have a nice supper and relax. Oh, Kelly, it's no fun when there's cancellation. Right, so it's over money. Yes. I don't know how well paid they are, though. I know pilots are probably handsomely, paid, but flight attendants, hard to tell. Probably depends on the airline. So Sarah is preparing supper. How nice. Have a sip of my coffee here. Wow, this line goes straight down. Wonderful. Follow the color message. Hey, Vadu is here in the chat. Hello, welcome. I hope you're well today and ready for a spot of stitching. I remember when I used to go to theatre quite a lot, there's small productions, and got to know some actors, because if you go and you watch a lot of their productions and they come and chat with you. Sometimes, we kind of get a drink afterwards in a pub, because most pub theatres are, in a pubs. And I remember talking about how much they get paid. And it's utterly shocking and heartbreaking even, because they work so hard and they do it because of the passion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just count this so I know I'm correct. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. And they're talking about they have to pay for expenses to travel to the venue, obviously, and also renting the spaces, like studio or some room so they can do rehearsal. They have to prepare the props, and they get paid like, oh God, dismal amount of money. And it's yeah, I just don't know how they manage. So lots of them pretty much, well, obviously they need to have a day job in order to sustain their acting career. And most of them, we're talking about like out of work actors. In fact, majority of the actors are probably out of work. That's normal. Those have jobs, big roles. They're not normal. They're rare people that we know. Famous actors, they're actually earning their tip of the iceberg. Very tiny portion of the actors, they actually can work, full time as an actor. It's quite scandalous. I don't know why they're so badly paid. Travis says, the one play I remember seeing in public school was a play of The Hobbit. Oh, based on hobbits. I see. That's interesting. There's something about live performances. It's just different from films. They're right in front of you, and it's different every night. You can watch the same production on different nights. You get different things. So it's very kind of energizing because you kind of take, you receive some of that energy, the raw energy, onto yourself. It's good fun. Sarah says, I saw Grease and Phantom of the Opera in London. Yes, Grease is very popular. I don't think Grease is still on. Maybe it still is. Phantom of the Opera, yes, it's all-time classic. It probably will stay on for eternity. But I love the music though from Phantom. You can't beat that. I think Phantom and also Les Miserables, they're both, you can't really call them musicals because they're in the operatic realm. That's how how amazing those the composition is. I think calling them musicals is a little bit not unfair. There's nothing wrong with musicals, but people tend to think musicals, you just sing along and act a little bit. But those two pieces, they're beautiful drama and beautiful music. Oh, but I think Travis is good that to take children to see live performances because so much of what they see right now is on video, recorded, and there's something about live performance and the art itself, the art form itself, the acting itself is something special. Adria says, I saw live performance of Edgar Allan Poe in April. Wow. Marja says, I bought some peppermint tea yesterday after you saying you were drinking it. I haven't tried it. Really? Peppermint tea? Oh, so good. But beware and be careful to look at ingredients, because some peppermint tea brands, they put like artificial flavoring to make it more peppermint. The brand I'm having is called Tea Pigs. I don't know whether it's available outside the UK. I think it may be in UK company, but it's so pure. It's just pure peppermint. It's a shame a lot of herbal teas actually have a lot of coloring, particularly fruit teas, to make it more red or purple, God knows what. But otherwise, peppermint tea is lovely. Yes, everybody likes a little bit of a grease, don't they? And very close to completion for this block. Maybe one stitch here that I missed, which is, let's have a look. One purple, is that one? 603. There. It's called ninja stitch. It's normally when you discover there's just one stitch missing, when you think it's, completed, and then ambushed by this little one here. Beautiful. Oh, Andrea says, I grow a lot of herbal plants for tea. That's lovely. Because peppermint tea, if you have fresh peppermint, the herb, you can just grab a bunch, as long as it's nice and clean, and just pour hot water on it. That's fresh peppermint. It tastes totally different from dry ones, but equally beautiful. I wish plants like me. I can't grow anything and keep it alive. 603. 603. Sometimes you go to supermarkets, you can buy those potted herbal herbs. They come in a plot, sort of, compost. And I thought they were, they're supposed to be quite easy to be kept alive. You just, pour some water. And normally what I do is I either overwater it or underwater it. So what, I might skip 3 days forgetting to water the plants, and then I remember and just give them lots of water. So they just go, they go, I'm not doing this anymore, bye bye. And they will gradually, just go yellow and then brown. And then it's a goodbye. Kelly says, I pick mint from the plants on my deck and put in my glass of water. I should try it with tea as well. No, peppermint tea is literally just fresh mint, whole bunch in a cup. Pour hot water over it. That's your peppermint tea. You don't need to mix it with tea leaves or anything. That's the tea. Gorgeous if you have fresh mint. Oh, a bit of lemon juice is good in the water too. Yes, absolutely. A squeeze of lemon. Lemon mint tea, yes. They go together for sure. Or just lemon on its own with water is good as well. Let's see, 208. I'm going to work a little bit of this area here. This bit is completed, yay! Oh, I thought it was going to be super hard because it's been so confetti in this stained glass panel area. And now I'm really loving them. 208 is not as bad as I thought it would be. 208. It's beautiful purple here. Just snip this bit off. Kelly says, we have mint only in summer. I drink tea more in cooler weather. That is quite true. I don't know. So mint only grows in the summertime, is it? None that I know anything about growing plants. Two stitches here. And I also love green tea as well, but green tea obviously it's got some caffeine, so I try not to drink it in the evening. But it's quite a nice buzz with green tea if you drink it during the daytime. It's a different buzz from coffee. It feels different, but I love it. It's very good for digestion. And it's got tons of antioxidant. Let me see, how do I proceed with this? So it's got quite a few stitches in the area. Little fox, come back. Oh, Andrea says, I've dehydrated mint before, but I like it better fresh. I think if you have access to fresh mint, yes, fresh mint is lovely. Because some coffee houses I've been to, they do fresh mint tea. They literally just have a whole bunch of fresh mint, just stuff in a cup. Pour hot water over it, so good. It tastes totally different from a tea bag. I love the tea bags as well, but very different. And talk about mint tea. Let me have a sip of my mint tea. Oh yes, Tracy, lemon and ginger is lovely as well. I forgot about that. Ginger tea with lemon, gorgeous. And I like my ginger strong as well. It's very energizing. It's very easy to do. Just crush some ginger or even just a ginger piece. It's a little bit, maybe a little bit wasteful, I think. I think minced is better, kind of crushed, you know, grated rather. Yes, very, very, very easy. And so I'm going to do a few more stitches here in this color. There are quite a few. And then this may be my last color for today's session, as it's around 1 o'clock here. AM, by the way, not PM. And then I'll let you guess how many stitches I made today. I think I've done well today. You know, yesterday was a yesterday was a bit of a shocker. You know, I let you guess my stitches, and everyone was off because the total was so low. Even I was shocked. I thought, oh my goodness, just when you think you can't, you know, you couldn't stitch slower, I managed. Amazing. I stunned myself with the slow stitching ability. It's getting better every day, getting slower and slower. It's an art. It's a talent. I don't question it. But I think today I might be doing a little bit better. Who knows? Andrea says, thank you for mentioning ginger. I have to harvest few pieces. Can you just grow them in a garden? Are they seasonal, I wonder? Wow. I'm always surprised that people can grow stuff. It seems so impossible. Every plant I touch, they die. I just haven't got it. And Kelly says, Tracy, I could blend it and put it in ice cube trays. Put it in ice cube trays. My mom does that with basil. Do you mean like freeze them like ice cubes? Whoa. All ideas are coming out. All the herbal tea ideas. They sound delicious. Basil is nice as well. Basil in teas. They're not just good for tomato sauce. See you later, Kelly. Enjoy. Send my regards to your hubby. I'm going to just stitch until I run out of this thread here. Oh my goodness. Andrea says, yes, I have medicinal. Herb garden. That sounds full on. Medicinal. Sounds great. Herbs can heal, for sure. The herbal remedies of all sorts. All sorts. Well, if you think about it, before any kind of modern medicines were invented, that's how people heal themselves, using herbs and various things from nature. And grant you, lifespan lifespan was pretty short, but we managed. And this one might be the last one here. I'm running out of my thread here. There. Lovely. Oh, I love these colors. So let's have a look at what's happening today. So let me zoom out a little bit and turn this off so you can see the whole thing. So today I pretty much focus on these two panels, which I was a little bit scared of. And so the last couple of sessions I've been focusing on the sort of ceiling area. And it turned out to be pretty good. I managed to finish this panel here. And there's still a little bit at the bottom. You can see there's still maybe 3 rows down here. But I think the confetti area is mostly around the diamond shape here. And also I've put a few stitches, around here. You can see the diamond shape forming as well. So it'll be, I don't know, is there any more windows to the right? No, I think these are the main window stain color glass panels, and beyond this point would be the curtain over there. So I'm feeling really good about this. And also there's, extend this line down here for the window as well. So the definition is coming along. Yes, I can see the color and the numbers coming in. You guys are experts. You've done this before, guys. Yes. So at the end of every session, I ask you to play with me. Guess my stitches. Yes. So let's have a look. Sarah 278, Susan 302, Travis 295, and Marilyn 210, Laura 182. Fair, a little bit harsh, but fair. And you might be right, who knows? Rose 315, Andrea 289. So everybody's close to that 300 mark there so far. Tracy 237, Grace 225, Dawn, hello Dawn, where have you been? 260. People are lurking themselves just to play the game. Leslie 187. Oh, let's have a look. The only way to find out is to present evidence, right? And the evidence is here on my app here. So first of all, just to tease you a little bit, let me just show you the percentage. Let me just place it down here so you can see. Can you see the percentage there? I've crossed 20%. 20.31% right here. Yay! So I've already won, right? I've crossed 1%. As for today's stitches, who's the winner today? So look how the numbers for me, I can't count. There you go. Ta-da! 249. Oh, I think we probably have someone very close. 249, is it Dawn? That's the closest. 249, Tracy's pretty close as well. Is it Dawn? Is that correct? 249, yes, I think it's Dawn today's winner of Guess My Stitches. Yeah. So send your emoji buffet this way, and I'll share a little bit with Dawn, just a little bit, maybe a slice of cake or a slice of pizza. How's that? Savory and sweet at the same time. Yay, yes. Oh, yes, the buffet is coming from Susan. As usual, we've got all sorts of yummy food goodies there. Delicious, delicious. And Dawn, you can have a little bit, okay? Pick one item, just one item. The rest are for me. So thank you everyone for keeping me company, and I hope I keep you company as well. Laura, thank you for the buffet. Emoji buffet. Yes. And okay then, you can all have a little bit, okay? Your winners, your winners. Oh, Rose is having medals and a lot of cold drinks. I don't know what they are. They look delicious. And from Grace as well, Leslie, candy bars, lollipops. And so today, Monday, we started a little bit later normally on Monday, so now it's 18 minutes past 1 o'clock p.m. here. Oh, don't tell anyone. Yes, it's bedtime for London, and maybe it's bedtime for me. So, Yogi signing out, and from sleepy London town, I'm going to say night-night, everyone. Good night, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day. If you just started your day, enjoy your day on Tuesday in Australia, and all the rest of you have a nice supper and have a lovely, lovely sleep, and we'll catch up again tomorrow. So, night-night, everyone. Good night.